GitHub Copilot and JetBrains IDEs support the Model Context Protocol with powerful new capabilities. Today, I'll show you features that bring external tools and context directly into your IDE. First, Agent Mode with MCP support. Agent Mode allows GitHub Copilot to be more autonomous. I can ask what open issues there are in this repository, and Copilot understands to use the GitHub MCP server. Once listed, I can ask it to implement an issue and get to work. Copilot then outlines each step it's taken, reading the files, planning its work, and its output. It'll ask for confirmation to run terminal commands to build and validate the output. And if there are errors, it will continue to work automatically until the problems are solved. I can look through the changes, iterate on the output with additional prompts, and accept them once I'm happy with them. Here's one of the new MCP enhancements, sampling. I can go to Settings, Model Context Protocol, and configure which models Copilot is allowed to use at both global and server levels. Then I can call tools with my preferred model and see the results right in my chat window. MCP prompts are another new addition. If I type /, I can browse prompts from my installed MCP servers. I can then pick a prompt, fill in the arguments through the pop-ups, and execute them. If the prompt needs resources like files or images, they are automatically added as references. I can also leverage MCP servers for additional context. If I click Add Context and then MCP Resources, I can select from available MCP servers. For MCP servers that provide resources like the file system server, I can use the @mention, and that lets me select specific configuration files or patterns directly. And here's where it gets really interesting, MCP Elicitation. If I call the repository configuration Elicitation, Copilot guides me through a structured dialogue flow. I can respond step by step, and the conversation history persists, even if I restart my IDE. This is very powerful for real-world scenarios, configuration wizards, and requirement gathering, or any guided troubleshooting where Copilot asks the right questions instead of you having to try and figure out what information to provide up front. And that's the power of GitHub Copilot with MCP in JetBrains IDEs. Happy coding!